You know, when I'm learning a language, I'm always on the lookout for little clues that help me figure out the meaning of a word. For example, I've been learning Irish a bit recently, and I noticed that the word chambre looks a bit too much like chambre from French, which is also where we get our English word chamber from. A bit too similar for it to be a random coincidence, and it turns out that obviously it was not a coincidence. In fact, that's where the word comes from. Another example is céist, which looked a lot like English's question. I did a bit of digging, and it turns out that they both come from the same root in Latin, which is questo. Well, quaestio, I think. Another example is a word like cauchir, which is thought to come from causerie in French, which is the word for party in Irish now. Causerie, where people are talking, where they cause a lot, is now a party in Irish. The word for prayer is pater, which is very similar to pater in Latin. Again, no coincidence, because the word comes from pater noster. And then there are some words that have me stumped that I don't really understand, like spree, which is fun. I looked this up, and it turns out it comes from Old Norse and is in fact supposed to mean lively, fun. Another example of a word in Irish that comes from French is timpiste, which means an accident, but the original word in French, tempeste, which now is tempête in French without the S, means a storm. A tempest, an accident, you can kind of see how those might be related.